Right now, as you read this, an invisible and powerful force, a being of pure light dedicated entirely to you, is desperately trying to pierce the veil of reality and communicate. The most shocking thing is that you haven't realized it yet. What I'm about to reveal will not only shatter your understanding of life and death, but will blow your mind open to an interdimensional reality that has been operating around you all along without your consent. Visionary masters like Allan Kardec documented this over a century and a half ago with astonishing precision. Chico Xavier, the legend of mediumship, demonstrated this connection with over 400 books he channeled directly from a higher plane. And Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, confirmed in thousands of his psychic readings, which defy all the material logic the world has to offer. Have you ever felt that inexplicable presence right beside you, that certainty that you are not alone, even when loneliness seems to engulf you? Or perhaps you've had dreams so vivid and real of loved ones who have passed that you woke up with an indelible mark on your soul. If the answer to any of these questions is yes, prepare yourself, because what you will discover here will not only validate these experiences, but will hand you the keys to finally understand them and use them for your growth. In the next few minutes, I will unveil the 7 most common, most overwhelming signs your spiritual guides use to break the barrier and contact you directly. I will reveal the extraordinary case of a communication Chico Xavier received, one that not only transformed an entire family's life, but proved the existence of the afterlife, irrefutably and forever. And most crucially, I will give you the specific technique that Allan Kardec taught, an infallible tool for you to recognize, without a margin of error, when the spiritual world is attempting to communicate with you. But before we move forward, I need you to absorb a truth that will demolish your current way of seeing the world. Prepare yourself for a breathtaking revelation. According to the revelations contained in the monumental The Spirit's book, in question 459, Allan Kardec unveiled that each of us, from the exact moment of our birth, has at least one designated protector spirit. This is not just any being, it is an entity of superior light, a celestial guardian who accompanies you tirelessly throughout your entire earthly existence. Their mission is not trivial, it is of vital importance. They are here to drive your spiritual evolution, push you to reach your maximum potential, and crucially protect you from dangers and pitfalls your limited mind cannot even imagine. But here lies the tragedy, the truth that almost no one knows and that keeps you in the dark. The vast majority of humanity lives their whole lives in total ignorance of this divine companionship. It's as if you had a phone ringing non-stop with urgent and vital messages, but you never answer it because you don't even know the call is for you. Chico Xavier, the most extraordinary medium Brazil has ever had, psychographed for 6 decades the direct and unmistakable messages of these spiritual guides. In the book Nosso Lar, Our Home, the spirit André Luiz chillingly describes how, from the spiritual plane, these beings incessantly watch over their protected ones on earth, sending inspirations that can change your destiny, warnings that can save you from ruin, and a solace that can heal the deepest wounds. But wait, because what I'm about to tell you about the 7 principal ways these beings try to communicate with you will blow your mind. The 7 signs that prove your guide's presence. Sign 1, sudden and unexpected thoughts, pure intuition. Think about it. Have you ever been about to make a monumental decision, with your entire being leaning in one direction, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a completely different idea, an overwhelming intuition, pops into your mind and forces you to reconsider everything? Edgar Cayce, in his thousands of readings, explained that our guides operate primarily through intuition, implanting ideas that are intrinsically beneficial into your mind, especially when you are receptive to receiving them. Allan Kardec, in chapter 19 of the Medium's book, delves into this, explaining that superior spirits prefer to act on our thought gently, without ever violating our free will. Sign 2, inexplicable sense of certainty, a knowing. Already mentioned, this is that deep internal conviction that you are not alone, that a powerful and loving presence is near, even when no one else is visible. It is a spiritual certainty that overcomes all material logic. Sign 3, vivid and real dreams. And here comes something that will transform your perspective on your dreams forever. The third and one of the most common and direct forms of spiritual communication happens during your nightly rest. When you sleep, your spirit partially detaches from your physical body, freeing itself from earthly limitations and allowing much more fluid communication with other planes of existence. Divaldo Franco explains that during sleep, your perispirit, that semi-material body connecting your spirit to your physical form, acquires an amplified freedom to receive direct guidance from the spiritual world. This is why countless people experience dreams of astonishing vividness with departed family members, dreams that bring them messages of peace, love, and invaluable guidance. Now prepare yourself, because I will narrate a real case, an irrefutable testimony documented by Chico Xavier himself that will impact you to the core of your being. In 1979, a mother immersed in the deepest despair came to Chico Xavier. Her son had been taken from her in a tragic traffic accident. During months, this tormented mother had recurrent dreams where her son assured her he was fine, that she shouldn't suffer. But she, trapped in grief, dismissed them as mere fantasies, products of her anguished mind. But what happened next? What this woman witnessed defies all material logic and will make you question everything you think you know about life and death. During a mediumistic session, the young man's spirit manifested through Chico Xavier. He not only communicated, but revealed details so specific, so intimate, that only he, the deceased son, could have known, where he had hidden a secret love letter before his departure. What was the exact serial number of a watch he had bought as a surprise for his girlfriend? And most impactfully, a precise message he wanted delivered to his best friend, a message only the two of them would understand. The shocked family verified every one of these details. All, without exception, were frighteningly accurate, but the most extraordinary revelation was yet to come. The spirit explained that he had visited his mother in dreams for months, tirelessly, trying to console her and prepare her for this more direct and tangible communication. What she had believed to be pure imagination, a product of her grief, was in reality the purest manifestation of love, a love that transcends the barrier of physical death. Sign 4. Emotional shifts and sudden peace, comforting presence. Often when you are in profound distress or facing a difficult moment, an inexplicable calm descends upon you, a sudden emotional shift from anguish to serenity. This is your guide, wrapping you in their protective vibration. But before we get to the final 3 signs, you need to understand something fundamental about the nature of these communications. Allan Kardec, with his insatiable thirst for knowledge, formulated a crucial question to the superior spirits. Why don't they communicate in a more evident, more undeniable way with us, the incarnate? The answer, recorded in question 282 of the Spirit's book, was a revelation that will make you reflect deeply. If we constantly helped you in an ostensive manner, you would not develop your own strengths. Moreover, the permanent manifestation of our power would destroy your liberty, for you would always act under influence. This is not a whim. It is a display of infinite wisdom. Your spiritual guides act with a sublime delicacy, helping you without ever interfering with your process of learning and evolution. Edgar Cayce confirmed this very teaching. He explained that each soul has specific guides assigned, guides who are perfectly suited to their karmic needs and their level of spiritual evolution. Sign 5. Orchestrated synchronicities, meaningful coincidences. Here is the 5th sign, the most surprising one that will make you look at your life with different eyes. Your spiritual guides orchestrate synchronicities. What are they? They are those seemingly casual events, those perfect accidents that appear at the exact moment to help you, protect you, or teach you a vital lesson. Have you ever desperately needed a piece of information and suddenly found it in an unexpected place, exactly when you needed it most? Or met the exact person, the one who holds the key to your next step at precisely the right moment? Or had your plans inexplicably cancelled, only to later discover that the cancellation saved you from imminent harm? These, my friend, are not casual occurrences. They are loving interventions directly from beings who love you unconditionally and operate from a superior dimension. Chico Xavier received countless communications from the Spirit Emmanuel, who described how from the spiritual plane, these encounters and situations are meticulously coordinated in your life. Sign 6. Repetition of signs, symbols, numbers, feathers, scents. Once you begin to recognize these signs, the communication becomes more frequent, clearer, and more undeniable. Allan Kardec taught that faith and gratitude are not just feelings. They are like powerful antennas that amplify your capacity to receive spiritual guidance. Divaldo Franco explains that the conscious recognition of your spiritual guides radically transforms your relationship with life. You stop feeling alone and abandoned, understanding instead that you are part of an eternal spiritual family, one that constantly loves, supports, and propels you. Sign 7. Unmistakable guidance in action, the unexpected solution. Allan Kardec documented in the Medium's book that there are different degrees of spiritual communication, from the subtlest to the most evident. Most people receive first-degree communications, inspirations, intuitions, premonitions, and significant dreams. Prepare for a story that will make you believe the impossible. In 1938, a Brazilian family found itself on the brink of disaster. The father had lost his job, debts were suffocating them, and one of their children was gravely ill without hope. The mother, a woman of faith who knew the Spiritist teachings, began to pray daily with unwavering devotion, asking her spiritual guide for direction. For a week, she had the same repetitive, vivid dream. A luminous figure showed her a specific house in a neighborhood she barely knew. The figure instructed her to go there on a determined day and time. Although the request seemed strange, an inner voice compelled her to follow the guidance. Upon arriving at the indicated location, she found an elderly woman who had just put up a sign looking for a responsible family to care for her property while she traveled. The elderly woman needed exactly the services this desperate family could offer, caring for the house, garden, and pets. But the extraordinary doesn't end there. The elderly woman was a retired pharmacist who, upon learning of the sick child's situation, not only provided the necessary medicine free of charge, but connected them with a specialist doctor who agreed to treat the little one at no cost. That family experienced firsthand how our spiritual guides can orchestrate seemingly impossible situations to rescue us in moments of extreme necessity. But this only works when you maintain unwavering faith, gratitude in your heart, and crucially when your intentions are pure and your heart is open to good. Allan Kardec explained in the Spirit's book that our spiritual guides perfectly know our real needs, not our superficial whims. Now prepare yourself, because the technique I promised is about to be revealed. Allan Kardec's technique for conscious communication. Here is the technique I promised you, the specific method that Allan Kardec, after years of profound investigation with the most elevated spirits, developed to establish conscious and unmistakable communication with your spiritual guides. This technique rests on 3 fundamental pillars: purification of the environment and thought. Before attempting any form of spiritual communication, it is imperative that you create a sanctuary of peace and harmony around you. This means eliminating any distraction, turning off all electronic devices that connect you to the noise of the world, and most crucially, purifying your own thoughts of any negative vibration that might contaminate the channel. Chico Xavier, without fail, always began his mediumistic sessions with prayers of thanks and requests for protection to the superior spirits. He taught that sincere prayer is not just a plea, it is like a powerful light that attracts luminous beings and automatically repels any negative influence. Establishment of the correct intention. Allan Kardec vehemently emphasized that you must never seek spiritual communication out of mere idle curiosity, or worse, to obtain selfish material advantages. Communication with the spiritual world must always have an elevated purpose, a noble goal. Your moral growth, finding consolation in the deepest grief, or receiving guidance to better serve your neighbor. Superior spirits will only communicate when they perceive unwavering sincerity in your intentions, and when they know that this communication will genuinely contribute to your spiritual progress or that of others. Practice of patience and perseverance. Spiritual communication is not like making an instant phone call. It requires time, dedication, constant practice, and above all, the gradual development of your spiritual sensitivity. Divaldo Franco explains that many people give up after only a few attempts because they expect spectacular and immediate manifestations. But true spiritual communication develops little by little, like a flower opening petal by petal. It begins with small intuitions, subtle premonitions, significant dreams. With time and correct practice, this communication becomes clearer and more constant, but it will always maintain its subtle nature and respect for your free will. Here is the most beautiful promise, the truth that will fill you with hope and purpose. Each of us has a glorious destiny, spiritual perfection. No matter how far you believe you are from that ideal, your spiritual guides know your divine potential, your divine spark, and are working patiently, tirelessly, to help you manifest it. Every difficulty you face is not a punishment, it is an opportunity for growth. Every pain you overcome is not in vain, it strengthens you. Every act of love you practice brings you closer to your true spiritual nature. Allan Kardec taught us that reincarnation is the most sublime expression of divine justice and mercy. We all have multiple opportunities to learn, to repair past mistakes, and to develop the virtues we still lack. And in each of these existences, your spiritual guides are there, accompanying you with an infinite and unconditional love. Edgar Cayce confirmed that every soul has a specific plan for each incarnation, and our spiritual guides know this plan perfectly. They know what experiences you need, what people you must meet, what lessons you must learn. Your spiritual guide is speaking with you now. The signs are there. Now you know how to recognize them.